welcome to my YouTube channel. Haven't done one of these for a while, so I thought I'd give you a tour of the workshop. Let's go. So hi, this is the entrance to my workshop. This was originally it's been in 3 separate units. I used to have this first unit, which I'll show you now. Then I took on the second unit, and I'm about to take on the third unit, hopefully. So if I spin the camera around, I'll show you what. So as you come in, we have our loading bay, which we use this pallet stacker. It's a Toyota BT Reflex. We do stack our 10-foot boards here. Then we have all our 8x4 sheets, which we try to stick to with our 8x4 range, usually using Finza and Medite MR. We've done access to get an extra bale up on top where the office is, which I'll show you in a bit. So as you come in, all the deliveries come into here. We use the fork then to pull out the sheets, so it makes it easier to access our Martin table saw. The Martin table saw is an amazing bit of kit. It's very accurate. We're very happy with it. We got this from Mark Steel Machinery. I can't believe coming up nearly 4 years ago now. It's the T65. Some part digital and still on the manual wheel, which is the digital readout. We got the digital readouts on the end for more accuracy, which haven't been turned on yet. Then we move along. So with the extraction, we've got the AES extraction, which we've now got on remote control. All our extractors are on remote for speeding up when you need to do cuts and you're not walking around to turn on the extractors. Then as we come along, we have our waste bin to feed the fire up the other end of the workshop. A new purchase we got just at the end of last year was this felder. It's not new, it's a second-hand one, but it's perfect for what we need. It does a really good job. We don't need anything too over the top, so that does the job. Then we've got our edge sander from iTech, Scott & Sargent. That's another good machine, great value for money. Check them out. Then we move over to, this is our third edge bander in the last probably 5 years. Started with the OAV 350M, moved up to the 370p, and this one now is the 370A Max. It's automatic beam. It's a far better machine in my opinion to the P. It's got more industrial motors on it. It's a lot quieter, to be honest. We've had very little issues with this one. The 350M was an amazing bit of kit, but just a bit small for the size of the company that we've grown into. And but this one, highly recommended if you're thinking about moving up to another. They've got a new one now called the Rapid, which should be on show at the Materials and Finishing Show, which I'll be at as well in May, so check them out at that. As we move up the workshop, we have our spindle moulder. We went with the Sedgwick. This is a Tilton spindle moulder with fins that are, I can't think of the name of it, but it's one I've always wanted, and it's very good for quick, saves you having the old MDF sheets that you would put on, screw onto the front, and then have to keep remaking them to make new ones. So this speeds up the process quite a lot. This is from iTech. This is from, not iTech, this is from Scott & Sargent. Also Scott & Sargent, one of my first spindle moulders I bought back in 2018, or 17 actually. This was a small, very reasonably priced spindle moulder, and to be honest, still the most used spindle moulder in the workshop. We do a lot of grooving for our fillers, call them like filler catchers, which are grooved all the way along with a 4mm groove, 8 foot long. We use them on the sides of our wardrobes, and then we biscuit on our cappings, which now we use K20s, Lamello K20s to secure them, because they have a really good bite and you don't need any glue if you don't want to use it. It gives you the option of taking the caps off in the future if anything changes or you need access for cables. Move around, we've got our planer thicknesser, Robland. It's D410 from, again, Marksfield Machinery. This is an amazing bit of kit. I had the model below and I got fed up of having to take all the components off the top to flip it up and take the fence off and stuff. So this just speeds up the process when you can just lift up everything in one hit and down to change over. It's also an automatic up and down, which saves a lot of time. Great machine. If you need any more information on it, let me know. We've got a lot of solid wood at the moment kicking around. We're about to sort out all this wood here, get rid of some stuff that we're not using and rearrange it. So we've got the oak, the tulip, poplar, maple, etc. So it's a bit more usable friendly. We've got the Hikoki chop saw, which we're at the moment looking for a new 305. This is probably about 5 years old. It's going really well, but we just feel like we want to change it up a bit. Cutters in there. You move along. So this was the main workshop when I first started in 2017. I had a bench here. This used to be my wall for building all my furniture on. Then we have upstairs as well, which I'll show you in a bit. This was my bench, which it still is. But what we decided was, when we got the chance to move in next door and take on next door, we changed this to just a machine shop. So we got saw boards, saw edging, any woodwork, and then through into here to, which you'll see, our home rack. Built this temporarily, mez, to house just an axe miniature extractor, nothing else. It's only for holding the extractor mainly, which we've ducked down. As you come through into this section, is the new space we took on there about 3-4 years ago now. It's crazy how time flies. So we just simply cut an opening in to keep the wall up. We have a spray company upstairs. It's not ours, it's a separate business, but we asked them to move in with us when we took on this space. So that was a real help. One, rent, and two, have an in-house spray. We have the Compacto, which is a fantastic machine for all our MDF dust. We compact it into pellets, which I'll show you in a minute. Actually, I'll show you now. So here we have our WT5 wood burning waste from it's from Marksfield Machinery, but it's wood waste technology, I think, that supply it. So when we were buying our pelleter, we thought it was best to buy. It's a big expense at the beginning to do, but it's worth its weight in gold once you have it up and running. So at the moment we have it blowing, heating into that unit, and then we've yet to connect to here to try and get it underneath this mezzanine, because this is a rented building, so we haven't insulated the ceiling, so we do lose a lot of heat through the ceiling. So then we have the option of the heat dump, which open this vent and close those two vents on top, allows in the summer to blow the heat out. But don't get me wrong, it still gets warm. So we probably don't burn a huge amount, but we try and store as much waste for the winter times as possible. Onto the Compacto. This is the 50. So how it works is you put in your sawdust into this pot. We have a little drip, so I've got these sheets just covering it. So the MDF dust, wood dust, everything goes into this compartment. So compact MDF, like if you really squeeze it, it'll probably explode, but that's pretty strong. So that helps fill the fire. So when the fire's roaring, you can draw them straight in and burn them. These fires are designed to take MDF dust, chipboard dust and offcuts. So they're fantastic in this industry. Moving over to this side, we have our current stock kind of LEDs, feet on top, runners, which are scattered everywhere at the moment. But we are in talks about taking on a unit next door, which we're thinking about making the new loading bay and the new stock room, and to be able to do Rubio, wallpaper and doors, upholstery, etc. So we can keep it more in-house and cleaner area from this area. So this area is mainly for assembly bench, and this wall here is where you would build all your furniture. These tables are from Craft Room. They're West London, I think, and they are fantastic. They're a bit pricey at the beginning, but it's perfect because one of my employees is quite tall. So when I always like a low bench for manufacturing reasons, so you can build, get your hand into the unit, screw it, etc. But when it comes to sanding, it can be quite bad on your back, bending over, especially for one of my employees. So we looked into getting one of these. You have got the option then to lower on the bench, very simple to use. We put a 9x5 board on top, pretty solid. You can jump straight on it. So quite sturdy. But after buying this, we wanted another one. There was no reason why we shouldn't get it, so it's a no-brainer. We started off with the smaller ones, which is down there at that end of the workshop. So now we've got two of these big ones and one small one. Fantastic product, and I would definitely recommend checking them out. Moving on to the Homag. This is what you call a vertical CNC. It's the V200 Drill Tech. This is the lamello version, so it's got the exercise hood in it to allow it to take the lamello blade, because the original ones can only take up to about 25 mil. So with these, they can take up to I think it's 100 mil diameter. So the way it works is, it's not turned on at the moment, sorry, but I can do a video maybe another time to show you. So very similar to a normal CNC, you got the normal heads, you can have all the different cutter heads, router cutters, etc. So what you do, it's got a built-in software called Woodwop 8 that we've been trained on, and we've managed to set it up to what we do normally. I wish I was a bit more up on computers and stuff, because when it comes to programming in it can get quite tricky. So we kind of manipulate what we know, and it works well for us at the moment. So we still have to master it completely. So how it works is you put your program in, you can watch a simulator to see it running through the program. It'll tell you how many minutes or seconds it will take. If you want, you can set the timer and go and do something else, and it gives you the option. So these ones are great. You just twist them to the minutes and stuff and start. So these are handy to see from the benches and stuff, so you can keep an eye on it and you know when it's going to finish. So what you do is you bring your sheets in that are already edged from next door. You would put them in this side. There's a little clamp it with the pedal, check everything twice, press that, and it pulls it in, runs the program. Time's up. Runs the program. Machine does everything from behind and then spits it out this side. So at the moment we can do our LED tracks, our hinge plates, shelf holes, lamellos, drawer boxes, door designs, curves, etc. You can go up to about 3 meters long, but only 900 high. So you have to try and design all your stuff around that. But I'll get more in depth on that in another video. Then we move on, we got our famous Derek Barrett trolleys, as people call them. They're great for manoeuvring boards around, getting jobs ready to go. Maybe get ahead of yourself. You can get them on a trolley at least, so when you catch up, you can just grab a trolley and start putting it together. If anyone needs any information on these or like some basic plans, just let me know and I'll send them over. This area behind this wall we have access to at the moment, but the person renting it may be moving on, so there's a possibility we might be able to take the whole unit on, which would be fantastic. Then we can move our loading bay, which is down there, into there, and then have all this back section for stock and cleaner stuff like I said, the Rubio and the upholstery, the wallpaper and etc. Just close the door off and then keep it dust down. Then we got another bench, another maker. People think we're a lot bigger than we are, but I've only got two employees and my wife in the office. So there's only the four of us. And then Sam, which you would class as an employee, but he's a separate company. He's the sprayer that's upstairs. So yeah, it's a good flow all the way around. You got access to go through there again, and dander. Guillotine, the other small bench we had, fantastic. We have a lot of benches. We like, if we ever have to get in help, I can pop up tables wherever and put people, so it works really well. Then you move down here, not much to see at the moment. All the side kit's still in the van, which I'm taking out. That goes in here, but that'll hopefully move possibly next door. There's a possibility of turning this maybe into an office and a showroom, but time will tell. Check for the next video and I might do one. So we've got overflow racks both sides of sheet material. We've got oak at the bottom. It's quite a big unit, like I said. We've got some machines up at the very top, just out of the way. Bandsaw that needs to go up. We never use that either. Unless anyone's looking to buy one, let me know. That flooring's to go to. So the last bit to show you is just upstairs. So this is our upstairs in the mez. Roof is quite a low pitch. Spray shop is in through here next door. Separate company, so I can't show you that. Got a little canteen section in here for the guys. Little sitting area here, and then behind you. So we've got a little display, few pieces here, just to show customers, because we're getting more and more customers coming up to the in here into the office to have a look and chat, see what we're about, see what we can offer. So we decided we do offer pretty much everything, but when we're offering our own product, we say we've got 4 choices. So we got the Finza Noble Valentina, Finza Lissa Oak, Finza Lino Cancun, and Pigment Q97 or 97Q. We call it Tweed, the Tweed board. So we've got single shelves, we've got double shelves, show the thicknesses. We've got warm white, cool white LEDs to show them. Different options, different hanging rail colours. But yeah, it works quite well. We're still developing. We're going to build another little display here, unless we move downstairs, which time will tell. And yeah, so let me show you the office. So as you can see, the ceiling's quite low, but when sitting, perfect to have a conversation with customers. I'm usually sitting this side, but what I'll do is I'll spin the camera around and show you a bird's eye what it looks like. So this is how we've done it. It's done a couple of years back now. So we have space here for my wife. We put the filing cabinet in the wall, which worked quite well. So kept it flush, sticking out the back. So she works in that area. Got tea and coffee. I didn't make that. Found it in the garage at home. Little desk we built. So I have my laptop underneath the desk, screen there, which is also linked to the television on the wall, so I can pull up images to the customers. Little table and chairs for talking to the staff if we have new jobs coming up. We got used to having Matt Sorper Christmas tree in every December in the corner, and every time we took it down in January, we felt like it felt naked. So we've got this fake plant for all year round to keep us going till every Christmas. This box on the back wall is actually a remake of a job that we messed up. We did the wrong colour stain on it, so we ended up keeping it and using it in the workshop. Works quite well. We've got our certificates for the whole mag, day out in Blum, etc. Aircon for the summertime, definitely need it. And then we have just a general heat all year round running in here to keep the damp out and things like that. So a bit of wall art. Got the iPhone one. Blum saw it the day I put it up. The rep was here and he gave me the Blum one, which is pretty cool for the hinge. Customers love that kind of stuff. These are good talking points in the office. So after buying it, I like them so much, I went for the Nokia 3310. Brings back memories. And of course, who doesn't remember their first Game Boy? So they're pretty cool. They're good talking points. Customers remember these little things. Got the Zuma from Hayfully, which is yet to go into the ceiling. Should be soon enough now in the next week or so. We'll get that up. But yeah, so I'll run you back downstairs, and I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the tour of the workshop. Hope you liked it. If you have any comments, message them below. If you have any suggestions about other videos I could probably do to help you, or you might want to see. Side kits, home mag, more detailed videos, edge banders, etc. Let me know and I'll see if I get time. I'll stick a video up on YouTube. So if you like subscribing, liking, sharing, etc. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and have a wonderful Easter.